So you finally made the decision to start your weight loss journey, and that I applaud you for, because just making that first step is already a step in the right direction. But you feel completely overwhelmed. You are completely overwhelmed by all the information being thrown at you, especially with this being the first of the year. You don't know what to eat, you don't know how much to eat, you don't know what's good, you don't know what's bad. Are carbs bad? Are fats bad? Should you eat less carbs? Should you eat more carbs? What should you eat to lose weight? And how should you grocery shop to keep your goals met, right? This video is going to give you all the steps and all the right directions to help you on your weight loss journey for 2024. Hey friends, welcome back. My name is Danielle and this is Daniela Diaries, and here we are inspiring to inspire you, me, everyone to be the very best version of ourselves. Now, everybody's version will differ, but that's okay because that's what we're about. We're about uplifting each other, about supporting one another, and about being that companion in this life when things get a little rough. Nobody is ostracized, everybody is safe here, so please stick around because this is a safe space. Everybody's welcome and we real friends around here. So if you didn't know, now you know. We talk about everything from weight loss to fitness to general life, okay? These are just life in general. And if you are looking for someone to vibe and hang around and do life with and just elevate and uplift yourself, this is the space. So stick around, subscribe, because I love you and I would love to hang out with you. So here you are on page 1 of your journey. Congratulations, buckle up honey, because it's gonna get bumpy, but I promise you this is going to be the craziest, wildest, most fulfilling ride you will ever take. The reason why weight loss is crazy and hectic and hard is because society and the internet and everybody else has made it that way, myself included. The thing is that nobody wants to tell you, because there's not, where's the money to be made in it, is weight loss is actually pretty simple. There's no magic diet, there's no magic formula. I'm sure that there's pills out there, you know what I mean. But it's really not that hard. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We make it hard by setting unrealistic goals and expectations for the food, for the movement, and for ourselves. You have to remember that you did not gain all this weight in a week or 2 weeks or 30 days. So it's completely unrealistic to set yourself a goal for 1 week, 2 weeks, or 30 days. So if somebody is telling you that they are gonna get you to drop 30 pounds in 30 days, run and run fast and run away from them and never look back. Because not only are they setting up, you might lose those 30 pounds, you absolutely might, but is it gonna be healthy? Absolutely not. Is it gonna be attainable? Absolutely not. Is it going to be something that you will probably, recommend to a friend? Probably not, because it's going to be awful. Weight loss doesn't have to be awful. Weight loss is not a punishment. I need you guys to hear me when I say that. Being healthy is not a punishment. Being healthy is not boring. Being healthy is not for the birds, okay? It's really not, and we've completely made like the word diet or weight loss become a bad word in our dictionary, and that's not the case. Now, what a lot of people aren't going to tell you is you can go ahead and you can handcuff yourself to a treadmill and you can walk on that thing all day long. If you do not have your eating under control, you will not see any success. I hate to be the one to tell you that. You cannot outwork a bad diet. So if you have to lose weight, the first thing that you are going to have to get under control is your diet. It is what you are eating, how much you are eating, and when you are eating such foods, okay? So if you guys have not met me before, hi, how are you? My name is Danielle. I'm about to be 40 years old, and for the last probably 30 years of my life, I have been a yo-yo dieter. I have done everything from Metabolife to Slim Fast, but like the real old, like shitty kind. Let's see, the HCG diet, I did Phetermine, I did Stacker 1, 2, and 3, because that used to be over the counter back in the day, boy. The 90s and early 2000s was wild for weight loss, let me tell you. What else have I done? Keto, low carb, egg fast, beef and butter fast. Oh, I could throw up just thinking about both of those. Water fast, extended fast. And if you guys have been watching my channel for long enough, you would have seen that I was still overweight. I was gaining and losing. Oh, I did Weight Watchers. I did Weight Watchers for a while too, don't forget that. I was a Weight Watchers person on here too for a hot minute. I tried it all. Now, out of all of them, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Weight Watchers is probably your best option. Why is Weight Watchers your best option? Because Weight Watchers is gonna teach you portion control, and Weight Watchers doesn't alienate food groups. There's going to be a lot of blowback from people as far as that they promote processed foods. This is true. This is very true. but it is what it is, okay? I still think that, I think it's better, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would lean more eating processed foods than alienating food groups in its entirety. But that's just my own personal opinion. You know, whatever you do, you choose what works for you. And that's what it all comes down to, right? Not everybody is going to benefit from the keto diet. There are going to be a lot of people in your Instagram DMs or on your TikTok pages or on your Facebook pages that'll say like, oh, I did keto and it reversed, I don't know, my bunions or something like that. Like keto is going to be the cure for all. Now, I'm not saying that keto is not beneficial. I can tell you for 100% fact, keto is super beneficial to those who need it. If you are a diabetic and you need to lower that A1C, hell yeah, keto is going to be for you. If you are somebody, I don't know, with type of any type of neuro issues, epilepsy, keto is going to be for you. I've seen keto work super well for people who are going through cancer treatments, and oncologists recommend keto to a lot of them, and I think it works very, very well for them. That'll work for you. These are special cases, okay? That specified group, that very targeted group, I'm not talking to you. So if you are one of those targeted groups, this video is probably not going to be any benefit from you because I'm going to promote carbs. So it's probably going to hurt your feelings. If you want to stay for just to hear the groceries I have in mind, I would stick around. But if you are a diehard ketoer, you're probably going to talk about my mom after watching this. So you're probably just going to want to go ahead and skip out. Still love you. I still think you're doing great. Good luck to you, and may the odds be ever in your favor. I am talking about those who are just trying to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds. You know, you gained some weight during the lock-in and you still haven't lost it. You fell in love, you gained 40 pounds. You moved, you got divorced, you started a new job. Things happen, you had a baby. Life happens and you're gonna gain weight. I have gained weight and lost weight my whole entire life. I had lost, after I had my last daughter, I lost 100 in about 15 pounds. I ended up gaining it back about 35 of it after like COVID and stuff like that. And it's just one of those things. I have been able to, I restarted this new weight loss journey with more of a balanced eating approach about 1.5 years ago, and since that time I've lost about 35 pounds. Not only have I lost about 35 pounds, I've gained a lot of muscle mass and I've lost a lot of body fat. So there's that. I went from a size like 14, 15 to about a size 7, 9 currently. I weigh about 167 pounds. So there you go. So talking about food, a lot of people don't understand that it's not about what we're eating, it's about how much we're eating. And I feel like nobody is grasping that concept. And it's the littlest things too. It's, I'm gonna have a salad. My second meal of the day is always a salad. And I put cucumbers and I put tomatoes and I put the microgreens and I put, you know, X, Y, and Z. Okay, great, right? We're getting all those micronutrients. Oh, I throw chicken breasts in there. Even better. Great. How'd you cook that chicken breast? I air fried it. Even better. All right. That looks great. Now here is where the slippery slope starts coming in. I'm going to add almonds and I'm going to add pecans and I'm going to add fried jalapeno slices and I'm going to make, and then I'm going to top it with my favorite dressing, which is Hidden Valley Ranch. That meal right there went from being a relatively healthy, stable, balanced meal to being almost as much fat in that meal and caloric calories, depending on how much of that ranch you use and how much of all the other stuff you're using. You're looking like you're just having you might as well just have a cheeseburger. That's how that stuff gets away. Now, if you're like me, you didn't understand, right? I love salad dressing. Honestly, I love salads, but I think I love salad dressing more. I have to weigh it out. I have to weigh out condiments because they get away from you. All your nuts, as good and as healthy, yes, good fats. I understand that, okay? But even the things that are good for you should be eaten in moderation. This is your fruits, this is your vegetables, this is your proteins, this is everything. Everything should be in moderation. We have this idea that because they're good for you, there is no limit to it. That's not true. You gotta watch what you're eating. Okay, you really gotta watch what you're putting in your mouth. Okay, if you're finding that you are starving still after your meal, then you're not eating enough. And what is on your plate? So I always tell people, if you're gonna start out on this weight loss journey, you need a food scale. I don't want you to get measuring cups and measuring spoons because they're completely inaccurate. You can do a goal. Look, if you tell me to fill 1 cup, it's gonna be a heaping cup. It's all gonna fit in that cup, honey, but it's gonna be heaping. All right, or I'm gonna be like, oh my God, that's too much. And you start doing one of these, and then it's less than 1 cup, okay? Get a scale, measure it out, go from there. You wanna measure everything. Now, if you're gonna say, you know what, that's very triggering for me. If I find that I become very obsessive about the scale and about the food, and I start measuring everything, and it's very triggering for me, and I become obsessed with all of these things. If that is the case, I understand you, and I'm gonna be the first one, if nobody's ever told you this before, that is a form of disordered eating. And I can say that with my whole chest because I too suffered from disordered eating, where I thought once I started eating carbs again that I was going to get the big C, because I assimilated sugar with that. With carbs, with sugar, with that. I assimilated red meat with colon CA. You know what I mean? And the more I started watching my foods, I was more triggered by it. If food is a trigger for you in any form, you need to seek therapy, because just as serious as we will take anorexia and bulimia, disordered eating, food obsession, aversions to food, stuff like that is very much disordered eating. And before you even decide to cross the threshold into weight loss, address that issue first, because you will never see long-term success until you heal your relationship with food. Please save your relationship with food, because you need food to survive for the rest of your life. Now that we have addressed that, and it's very important, I don't want to make light of that because it is a very serious disorder, okay? You need to measure it, you need to track it, because your eye is not an accurate scale. Because I can promise you, and I've said this before, you're eating too much or you're eating too little. You're eating too much of the nuts, the almonds, the dressings, cream cheese, sour cream. It's all those little fixing. Cheese, honey, cheese is slippery. Cheese will get you every time. Creamer in your coffee will get you every time. Those little things are the ones that are packing on the calories, and you're gaining the weight and you're not understanding why. And this is why you're also seeing yourself hungry, because they're empty calories. Okay, so if you want to make yourself a badass salad, honey, do it. But get that scale out. Okay, I'm gonna have some almonds or pecans, whatever you throw in there. Measure that out, make sure it's serving size. And I'm gonna tell you something, your feelings are gonna be hurt when you start seeing the serving sizes of certain things. Okay, like cereal. It's like 28 grams for 150 calories. You know what 28 grams? It's not even a regular bowl. It's like a ramekin bowl. It's offensive. Once you get into perspective of seeing that, before you start implementing macros or anything like that, I want you to really take a good look at what you're eating and how much you're eating. And just for maybe a week or two, have yourself a food log on your phone, a piece of paper, however you want to do it. Not tracking, just to get an idea of what it is you're eating, how much you're eating, and where the slippery, sneaky calories are coming from. Once you get a handle on that, start being in moderation and see if you see the scale moving before you take that next step. I feel like a lot of people go balls to the wall, 0 to 100 right away. Like January 1st, I'm gonna join Weight Watchers, I'm gonna join a training program, and it's too much. You're bombarding yourself, you're overwhelmed, and you're going to fail. You need to take baby steps on this, because you want to make these little baby steps, these little small changes. We want to actually have a visual presentation of what it is we're eating, how much we're eating, what's the stuff that maybe we can pull away from. We could stop adding as much there, and maybe we could add more cucumber, less pecans. Maybe we can find a dressing alternative to our favorite one. We can make our own, whatever the case may be, and do it that way, okay? And I also want to reemphasize that there is no good or bad food. Remember, these are not the people who have underlying conditions. These are just for the general population. There's no good or bad food, okay? Carbs, yes, carbs can get away from you. I'm gonna tell you what, so can fats and so can proteins. But it's all about moderation. You can still have that nice meal on Friday night. Like, hey, Friday night is date night with your hubby or your wife or whoever the case may be. And you enjoy that, you look forward to it. You can still have it. I have a bonus meal every week. I'm gonna be honest with you, for the last 3 months, I've been having 2 a week, okay? During the holidays, honey, I had like 3 or 4 because it was life. And I was able to maintain my weight because I wasn't gluttonous. I wasn't days and weeks on end. It was because I had my meal, because I healed that relationship with food. Again, super important. And I've been able to say, all right, I have my meal. Boom, we're done. That's it. I mean, it's not like, oh, let's keep this party going. You know, it's not like it's like when they would say you drink to get drunk. I don't eat to go into like a food coma. I eat to enjoy my meal and that's it. I walk away and move on with my life, okay? So you have to heal that. So now that we've talked about that and we're making this food journal, we're talking about what it is, because realistically, you will see the scale move if you do these simple little tweaks. Let's talk about what you're buying. What are the groceries? We really need to stay out of those middle aisles. Those middle aisles of the grocery store are really what get us in trouble. So if we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hit up the grocery store, we need to really hit that fresh produce. And I'm gonna be honest with you, is groceries gonna be a little bit more money? Yes, yes they are. Weight loss, wellness, it's gonna be a little bit pricier. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, okay? I know people are like, you can do it for this or that. Is it gonna be, I mean, it's still cheaper than eating out, honestly. But you could still make it happen at Aldi's, at Target, whatever. I don't shop at Whole Foods. My cousins love Whole Foods. I don't got Whole Foods money. You got Whole Foods money, honey? Be down. But it depends on your budget, okay? You can shop anywhere and get these things. But I always make sure, I shop probably about 2 or 3 times a week for fresh produce, because it's gonna go bad. It is what it is. I'm sure that there's ways to keep it safe and keep it fresh, but I can't figure it out. So I always make sure I have lots of lettuce, because I have a salad every day. And then I fix up my salad, okay? It's like a garbage salad. I will put everything and anything in there that I can. Cucumbers, I can't have tomatoes because I have an allergy to them. I put banana peppers in them. I mean, you can put whatever you want, whatever vegetable you want, whatever fruit you want. Bulk it up, honey. Get those macros, get those micros, okay? Get that nutritional greens in there. Throw it all in there, okay? All the free leafy greens, leafy vegetables, tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, radishes, I don't know, whatever you like, okay? Throw that in there. Keep those fresh, okay? If you like spinach, you could do your spinach. You could do some steamed spinach and serve it up that way with a little bit of oil on there. I love mushroom. I cook up mushrooms multiple times a week with some onions. I'll buy red onions and pickle them myself. I throw those on my salad. All types of ways, right? I also make sure that I keep them fresh. I get a lot of fresh berries. I also am going to be very honest with you. I shop what's on sale. Now there's going to be people, like currently right now I am on a cut, so I'm very specific about what I'm eating. So I'll pay a little bit extra, but in general times I buy what's on sale. So if right now in my area, apples are on sale. So I buy apples. I make sure I always have fresh apples in the house. Great way of fiber. They're a nice filling snack. You know, clementine, sumo citruses, be careful with those because they do have a lot of natural sugar, but still a nice fresh snack. Watermelons, cantaloupes, whatever it is you can get on sale. I also love to buy fresh cactus leaves, and I grill those up in my pan and I eat those. It depends on what you like and, you know, whatever. I love a fresh cactus salad. If you guys want to see me make one, let me know, because I'm actually about to make one because I love them. I make fresh salsas and I go ahead and I put them on my chicken. So that is another way, okay? So if you're thinking about like how much veggies should I add, you should aim per meal for about 100 to 200 grams of fresh veggie per meal. I eat 6 meals a day, so that's giving you an idea. Then you're gonna look at your proteins. You're gonna want a nice lean protein for a good portion of your meal, right? I prefer to eat my protein, so I don't try to do as many shakes, but to each its own. So I'll do boneless, skinless chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I make sure I remove the skin, and you're off about 1 or 2 grams per fat macro. And this tastes is way better. I air fry my chicken thighs. I've been doing it forever. You already know. You can do any type of white fish. You could do shrimp. You can do ground turkey, 98% or higher. If you like it, do it, but not my favorite. And you can also do like a lean pork, right? And then for your red meat, I limit that to 1 a day. Or my fattier meat, I'll do like a lean steak, a salmon, or a 96 or higher ground beef. However you choose. Your portion ounces are going to be differ. Your portion should be anywhere for your proteins 3.5 to, I would say, probably no more than 4.5, 5 ounces per plate. Depends on your weight, depends on your height. You know, each person is different, but that's the kind of the roundabout park, right? And then I'll always have a carb source. Carb sources for me come from potatoes, come from pasta, come from corn tortillas, come from bagels, English muffins. I say pasta, rice, I do jasmine rice. and that's where I'll get my source from. So if I'm doing a bagel, I usually do a half. If I'm doing an English muffin, I'll do a whole. If I'm doing corn tortillas, not flour, corn, I do 2. This is for myself. Again, your macros are different from mine. If I'm gonna do some potatoes, I do about 3 ounces, 3-4 ounces of potato. If I'm doing pasta, I do about 150 grams, depending on the day. If I'm low carbing it that day, if I'm gonna cut, if I'm not, but it's somewhere around there. And same thing with rice, about 150, depending on the day. Season it. You need seasoning, okay? We're not keto, so we're not worried about kicking ourselves out of ketosis. So you don't have to worry about the sucralose and all that stuff in there, okay? You're gonna wanna season your food, season it good. Eating healthy does not have to be boring. I like to do a lot of fresh marinades. I feel like they just really set the food up. Lots of lime, lots of cilantro, jalapeno, onion, shallots, parsley, bok choy. You can do, I don't know, you can get whatever it is you want. You can get fresh salsas and marinate your meat in that. You can get, I do rices, and I'll do like a Chipotle inspired cilantro rice. I'll do like a Spanish rice. I'll do just a regular like lemon and pepper plain rice. It depends on the day and what I'm craving. Same thing with potatoes. I'll boil them, I'll mash them, I'll make French fries in the air fryer. You can really do the most. It's how creative you want to be and how serious you want to take this. I've been eating pretty much the same thing for almost 1.5 years. I have no problems. I enjoy every single one of my meals. I have fat-free dressing, so I'll do a fat-free Italian, or I'll make my own. I like a fat-free Italian. I'll do a salad. I'll throw a little bit of pasta in there, some chicken, some cucumbers, some banana peppers. Honestly, whatever the hell I have in my fridge that's basically like a free or food, a type of veggie, you know, just to add some volume to it. And I'll put some fat-free Italian on there and season it up with a little bit of parm, and it tastes like a chopped salad from Portillo's, and I love it every single day. My last meal of the day, I will have either a cereal or a oatmeal. If you like oatmeal, do oatmeal. If you like cereal, do cereal. Weigh that out. I do almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. I make sure it's unsweetened. That sweetened will get you. It will get you. I am currently dairy free, so you will see that I never talk about cheeses, sour creams, or yogurts. Dairy does not work with me. If you are finding you're having some bloating issues, I highly, highly recommend a food sensitivity test. It's the beginning of the year. Take advantage of all of your insurance benefits, because you would be surprised at what you're eating that is not, it's sometimes people are like, man, I can't seem to lose this weight. I've been working out really well. I'm watching what I'm eating, but the scale's not moving. I'm feeling super inflamed. I'm super bloated. Something you're eating is causing it. The best way to figure it out is by doing a food sensitivity test. Now, I went through Everly. I paid for it myself. The best investment I made, because nightshades, grapes, tomatoes, stuff like that I can't eat. It causes me such bad inflammation, and I love tomatoes and I love grapes. They just don't let me back. I also don't eat broccoli or cauliflower because it's just too much fiber. It causes too much bloating. It's not worth it for me. So again, each its own. So even when I do my coffee creamer, I stay away from like half and halves, the sugar-free stuff. I used to do, when I was on keto, I used to do heavy whipping cream, which my coffee was fire. But I do just a silk, I think it's like a, what is it, oat milk? An oat milk creamer, and I measure out that creamer to the T every time, because I go ham on that. So another thing that you're gonna wanna make sure that you have for your breakfast is small substitutes. I do eggs. I'll do 1 or 2 eggs. I don't do egg whites. I do the whole egg, because we need that yellow, right? We need that yolk for the nutrients. Turkey bacon. I don't eat pork bacon. Pork bacon has so much fat in it, it's completely unnecessary, and it's completely defeating the purpose of the protein. So I will do uncured turkey bacon. That Butterball or Jenny O one, it tastes like paper. The uncured turkey bacon is going to change your game. If you have a Costco membership, get the one from Costco, because it is superior and it is the best one out there. Now, don't forget condiments. Condiments are going to be your friends, okay? They're just really, that one. Okay, if you're looking for snacks, don't forget you can do some sugar-free Jell-O. Love sugar-free Jell-O. Sugar-free popsicles, pickles, cucumbers. You can do cut up cucumbers with a little pico de gallo and scoop, celery with a little bit of fat-free Italian dressing, carrots, you name it. Okay, we're looking at nutritional dense foods, but great snacks that are low calorie, high volume that'll keep you full and kind of get you that crunch. There's great substitutions where you do not feel that you need to cut out anything. Now depending on if you're training, that's a whole other thing, but these are just talking about basic foods, basic substitutions, basic groceries that you can eat. You know, depending on how you want to do it. I eat 6 meals a day. I eat every 2 to 3 hours. Take the meals when I'm working. I take the meals with me. Bring them in, heat them up, eat as I go. You know, it depends on how your life is and how you're doing. I work at a desk, so I'm able to do that. If you're a nurse or something like that, and you're sitting down to chart, you run into the break room, grab yourself your meal, wolf it down real quick. They're small portions. This is not a huge plate of food. You're talking, you know, 3 to 5 ounces of a meat, 100, 150 grams of a rice or carb, and 100 to 200 grams of a vegetable. It's not a huge plate. It's going to keep your metabolism going, keep the hunger at bay so you are not binging because you're starving, and it's going to just keep you going, okay? So where there's a will, there's a way, because I've seen y'all nurses at the nurses station and y'all are real quick to grab them Nutter Butters and to hit the snack jars and hit them Jimmy John sandwiches that are in the break room. Where there's a will, there's a way, and I know that all of us have different types of careers, different types of things going on, but it can be done. Excuses are like assholes. We all got one, they all stink, okay? So let's not do this to ourselves anymore. 2024 is gonna be the year that we give ourselves some tough love and get out of our own way and save our own damn lives, because I can't save you, only you can. So what have we learned in this video? We learned how to shop at the grocery store, shopping around, right? We're shopping the surrounding areas. If we're hitting the middle aisles, we're looking for maybe our pastas, a couple of them dressings, depending on what you wanna do, maybe a little bit of peanut butter, and some people do not like avocado. If you are going, you can do peanut butter or you can do avocado. I prefer avocado because I like to do it with my food, but I also like a peanut butter depending if I'm putting it in my oatmeal. But you're gonna wanna be careful on peanut butter, because if you ever seen a serving size of peanut butter, it's offensive. It really is offensive. You know, I don't care if it's almond butter, cookie butter, whatever the case may be. If it's you know, I know people are real popular with the American nut butter. They look really good. I know Nicole Burgess does the American nut butters. They look really, really good. They look like a little dessert. But nonetheless, for my macros, I would probably get like 2 tablespoons, and that's not gonna be enough for me. So it's not even worth it. I'd rather just throw a couple grams of avocado on my eggs in the morning and with my tortillas and call it a day. But to each its own. Just be careful and mind your portions. Get that notebook, get that food journal going for these 2 weeks. Watch your food. Are you drinking your water? What are you drinking? Are you getting your calories from beverages? Are you hitting the Starbucks? Are you hitting the Dunkin' Donuts? Are you hitting Dutch Bros? How many of those coffees are you drinking? Are you an Olipop girl? I know people are loving Olipop, but them probiotic drinks could be causing you some severe gastric distension, baby. You better be careful. Not everything is good, okay? Are you getting your water in? You need to drink your water. If you're out there fighting for them Stanleys, there better be some water in that cup, okay? I'm sorry. If you don't like the taste of plain water, I put Mio in mine. I love Mio. I've just done it for years. Keeps me at my goals and it keeps me drinking my water. Keeps me humble. This is gonna be controversial. I am a Coke Zero queen. Okay, Coke Zero is my. What else do I like? Coke Zero, Sprite Zero. I'm a Coca-Cola person. My dad's a Pepsi person. Ray's a Diet Coke person. But if you're gonna drink it, I mean, I just refuse. And I know people are like, oh my God, artificial sweeteners. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a couple cousins go in on me on Christmas. A couple of them, okay? And they're like, my family calls me Biggs. And they said, Biggs, mind you, I don't drink, okay? Mind you, it's Christmas, I'm watching, I'm still paying attention to what I'm eating. So I'm eating off the veggie tray, I'm eating out of the fruit bowl. Got me my little Coke, they're having cocktails. They out in the garage having a ciggy cig, you know, doing the thing. And my cousin, my little cuzzy there, had the audacity to tell me, Biggs, that's fake sugar. And that diet pop, that's garbage. That'll kill you. Mind you, my little cuzzy cuz, God bless him, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. And he does not make good lifestyle choices. And I said, you got some nerve. It will be a cold day in hell before somebody who is completely out of shape is gonna criticize me for having a Diet Coke when you're smoking, high cholesterol, morbidly overweight, and gonna critique me. No, okay? If all I got is my Coke Zero, then leave me be and let me live, okay? That's all I gotta say about that. we can fight about other things for another day. You know, it could be worse. So these are the things that I just had to say on that. If you like Coke Zero, honey, have the Coke Zero. I feel like there's worse things you could be doing, right? Okay. Now, as I said, this is a community and we all support each other. I would love for you guys to leave your best tips. What is it that you have done, small changes in your groceries, in the way you buy your food, in the way you prep your food, that has helped you not only start your weight loss journey, maintain your weight loss journey, but see success in it while not feeling restricted? We are not restricting ourselves this year. We are not alienating food groups. We are leaving that behind in 2023. 2024 is the year of us, to where we take our lives back with two hands and we live our life to the fullest potential, and we are going to claim that high maintenance self-love for ourselves, because we are done living for others and letting others dictate our happiness, our success, and what it is that they think we should be. Those days are gone. 2024 is the year of us. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, friends.